We're here today for an initial permanency hearing. We are conducting this through Zoom under a finding of good cause and agreement of the parties. We're live streaming, and Ms. Taylor is making our record this morning. We'll go ahead and take announcements, and then I just took a quick question for y'all.
Daniel Trout for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Jalissa Bird is my permanency specialist. We're present ready.
Joel Jackson on behalf of the mother, Serena Burks, present and ready, Your Honor.
Vince Nowak on behalf of the child judge. I'm present. I'm ready. I don't see Zach though.
I do not have him logged in. So did any of you get a new message when you were logging in today about the content of this being shared with a third party? Did any of you see that?
I don't think I did.
Miss Katie's trying to adjust settings, but this came up last week, that there's been some change in the Zoom format. So we're trying to figure out, really, it doesn't say what third party that is. So we're trying to figure out what it is, but she's messed with some settings. So I was just curious if anybody else got that pop-up box.
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. Well, maybe we've got it taken care of. All right. Ms. Bird, what do we have new?
Zach was moved placements a little over 2 weeks ago. So he's doing well in his placement. It's a lower amount of children in the home. Most of the children in the home are similar to his age or a little bit older. So placement reports that Zach's doing well. And just adjusting to his placement, started therapy and group therapy. As far as Miss Serena Burks, she's stayed in touch with me, and we're just kind of looking for services in Colorado. It's been a little challenging between Texas and Colorado and trying to find a counselor, but she did find a parenting class. So at this time, my update's not too different from my court report, and we're just continuing to look for services, and Zach's continuing to do well in placement.
All right, thank you. Okay, anybody have any questions for Ms. Bird?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Sure.
Ms. Bird, on the services that you're making reference to, from what I gather, Serena's needing to complete a psychosocial, individual counseling, family therapy, and parenting class. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Is there any reason why we can't get her set up for a virtual psychosocial?
We have tried to look into a virtual. The issue is since we're in Texas, for some reason, a lot of the counselors are telling us that they cannot provide virtually since we're in Texas and she's in Colorado. I believe you have to have a special, I guess, license to be able to do with a parent in Colorado, and then for us in Texas to get the information. It's been a little tricky for us. But we have looked into virtual.
And so you're saying that issue about trying to work with someone in Colorado with a counselor in Texas, that you're going to have the same issue for psychosocial, individual counseling, and family therapy?
Possibly with Zach being in Texas, the family therapy might be a little bit easier. But as far as with the psychosocial and individual, we do generally, our parents have the same counselor for the psychosocial and individual. So we're running into that issue. I did staff it with my supervisor, so it might be something where we might have to, St. Francis might have to cover, look for a specific counselor, or if we might have to pay out of pocket or something along those lines. So we're continuing to look, and it's been a challenge.
Okay. And as far as the parenting class, I mean, what's the holdup on that? I mean, that could be done online, could it not?
It was a similar issue. So we had about, I believe, 3 workers trying to figure out some courses and classes, but I did talk to Miss Serena, and she mentioned she did find one with the specific what we're looking for. And so she was able to find one. And so hopefully we can get that class started.
Well, I already started trainings online, but I don't know which ones I need to do. Deja just told me to do something that has to do with his age. So I really don't know if I'm doing the right ones or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on just a minute. I'm going to give Miss Taylor. Yeah. You
Okay.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Okay, Ms. Burks, is there anything else that you were wanting to add?
No, I was just letting her know that I don't know if I'm doing the right parenting classes. Deja just told me to do something within Zaquavion's age range, but I've already done 4 of them. It's online, but I don't know if I'm doing the right ones. So
Well, we can get together, Ms. Burks, and look at those courses. I know Deja sent me, and she's our parent support worker. So she did send me the class that you sent her. And so we could take another look and just make sure. But I believe we approved for that course,
Yeah.
but we can look at it together.
okay.
Damn it.
Amy, you okay?
Give me 1 second.
Sure. All right, Mr. Jackson, anything further?
Other than that, Ms. Bird, Serena's been cooperative with you and maintained contact, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Novak?
I don't have any questions for Ms. Bird, but whenever the court's ready, I do have a report that Stacy prepared.
Okay. Mr. Trout, anything else from the department?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay, Mr. Nowak?
Thank you so much, Judge. As Ms. Bird reported, Zach had changed placements in mid-December. There was some talk about some threats to him towards younger kids in that prior placement, but I think it was just verbal threats according to Stacy's notes, and that Zach is doing much better in his current placement with kids that are more his age. And his new placement describes him as a good kid who just needs to work on his mouth a bit. That sounds like something that was written about me when I was Zach's age. So it looks like he's in a good place right now, and he's doing well. And Stacy's recommendation is that continue the current placement in the department's possession.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Burst, do you have any other questions? Anything today?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to find that there would be a continuing and ongoing danger to return the child home at this point in time. We'll just keep working with Ms. Burks to try to get services set up and work through those things. And I'll continue the department as temporary managing conservator, and I'll continue Zach's current placement. Sounds like that's going pretty well. Our next hearing will be April 30th of 2024. And that'll be a 9 o'clock docket. So I'll see everybody back then and see how we're doing, how we're coming along. Okay, thank you very much.
Judge, could I ask you to put me and Ms. Burks in a breakout room so I can visit with her, please?
You certainly may.
Thank you, ma'am.
It just wouldn't be 2024 without that being a very first request, Joel. I love you, brother.
Mom is
That's what I do.
some difficulties. She's all right, Ms. Burks, you're logged in for a second time, but just doesn't ever get joined into the meeting. Don't know if anybody needs to try to call her. See if she needs help or if she's having a Wi-Fi problem or.
Mel, do you know how to get in touch with her?
Hey, Melissa, this is Mel Tucker. I'm the supervisor. I was just calling. Yeah, we're all in the courtroom now. Are you having issues logging in? Okay. Yeah, I understand. We'll try again. I saw you on there a while ago. So, where is she? My computer. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. And we've got mom's video. We just don't have audio with her.
That she said she's having trouble logging in. She's going
in.
outside or something.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'll send her a chat message. We are here today set for our adversary hearing. We are conducting this through the Zoom program under a finding of good cause and agreement of the parties. We are live streaming. Ms. Taylor is making our record this morning. All right, we'll go ahead and take announcements.
Daniel Trial for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. We're present, ready, Your Honor.
Vince Nowak on behalf of the child, Esmariah. I am present. I don't see the child, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Zuniga is present. Mr. Zuniga is not. I just had a Brianna Watson log in. Could that be placement or do we know?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
All right, let me bring this person in and find out who it is. She, and his normal attorney is traveling today, so there was, Mr. Nowak was filling in, but we've completed his hearing, so if you'll just let him know that I bet Stacy will be talking with him soon.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let him know. I know that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you out. I know that Stacy sent me that it's also a YouTube link that he could watch the court on.
Yeah, he could go to the YouTube channel, which is the High Plains Child Protection Court.
You said High Plains.
Child Protection Court YouTube channel, and that hearing from this morning is still there.
Okay. Okay.
It won't be there. It won't be there for long, but it is still there right now.
Okay, I'm gonna call him in right now so he can watch it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay, Ms. Zuniga, let me visit with you for just a minute. Have you been given the paperwork to fill out to see if you qualify for an attorney?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and have you taken a look at that?
I just had a death in the family. I just got back from Colorado, so that's why I wanted to see if we could change the court, but that's fine. I have the paperwork at home. I haven't filled it out. It's just something that happened unexpectedly. I had to go to Denver, Colorado. I was over there for a whole week. I just got back. I had a death in the family. But we'll fill it out as soon as I can. If I need to, I'll do it.
Okay.
If that's going to help any.
Yeah, we gotta just talk about what we're gonna do today, and I'm sorry that that you've had all that going on. Have you had an opportunity to talk with the department representatives about whether or not there's anything you all want to try to agree to today, or if you want to have an attorney represent you, we can reset this hearing and then you can get that paperwork to me right away, and if you qualify, I can appoint an attorney to represent you.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What is the lawyer for, the attorney lawyer for? What is it for?
Well, this
Just
is a
to pay the cost?
This is a legal proceeding, and under the laws of the state of Texas, if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, then I will appoint someone to represent you, and it will not be at any cost to you. But you do have to fill out that paperwork and give me the information I need to consider whether or not you qualify. And that has to do with your income, how many children are in the home, what your expenses are. I mean, it depends on a lot of things.
Okay.
And that way you would have legal, advice to guide you throughout the case. I know this case is what we call a wrapper case. It's a little different situation. So I didn't know whether you had any opportunity to talk with the department representatives. If you want to move forward today, we can at least give that a try. If you would just rather wait and have an attorney representing you, then we can reset it. But I'm happy to let you visit with them if you want to do that.
Okay. I know I talked to one of them. Kelsey was in Houston with this Mariah. And she said she gave me the paperwork saying that we might pay child support, we may not, who knows. I never done this before, I never been through this before, so I really don't know how it works.
Ms. Trot, do you want to just visit with her for a minute?
Yes, ma'am, I'll visit with her.
You and Mr.
Yes,
Nowak
please.
maybe
Yes, ma'am.
talk with her. Okay.
Okay.
You soon good?
That's a paper right quick. I'm ready.
I'm going to put you in what we call a breakout room. And Mr. Nowak is the child's attorney. He's here today on behalf of another lawyer that will normally represent her, but I'm going to let you just visit with the two of them, and then you all can come back in here. But I'm going to put you in this breakout room where you can talk privately.
Judge Baker, Vince and I are back. We told Melissa how to get back in. I'm not sure if she hit the right button or not, but
I'll bring her back in.
okay.
Okay. Ms. Zuniga, I don't know if y'all were able to work anything out, or if you are wanting to process the attorney paperwork, or where are we?
Yes, ma'am. After the conversation with her, Your Honor, Ms. Zuniga wants to do the paperwork for an attorney, and get that sent in. Well, I told her we'll also get her, if her husband Jesus doesn't have it, we'd also get him the paperwork too, to make sure that he can fill that out also.
Okay.
She also did let me know that Mr. Zuniga, if he appears, or attorney, that he does not speak real good English, so he would need an interpreter if he comes into court. So I just want to give the court that heads up.
Okay. All right, then. What we're going to do is we're going to reset this for January 9th at 2:00. And we'll make sure that we can, if he's fills out that paperwork and gets it to us. Ms. Zuniga, we will see if we can't appoint him one of our Spanish-speaking attorneys, if that would certainly help. And then we'll have to make arrangements for an interpreter in court, and we'll do that. But anyway, it's mainly what I need y'all to do is get that paperwork filled out and get it to my office as quickly as possible. So you can send it back through your caseworker at the department, and they'll get it to us. But the faster we get that and I can look at it, the better off you all are, because it gives you more time to talk with your attorney. And you're muted. Okay, Ms. Zuniga, you're muted, so we can't hear you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sorry about that. I'll take care of it today. I get out at 2:30, and my husband gets out at 3, and we'll head out to meet with Kelsey if it's going to be possible to meet her today, and we'll fill it out there so she could have the paperwork today.
Ms. Zuniga, my name is Mel. Tucker, if you'll come in and just ask for me at the front, I'll be happy to help you with the paperwork.
Okay, Miss Tucker?
Yes, Kelsey's unavailable this afternoon, so I'll be happy to help you guys when you come up, okay?
Okay, that'll work.
All right.
I'll be after 3:00. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
All right, I
you.
appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Tucker. And so until then, of course, the current order for protection will remain in effect, and I'll see everybody back then on January 9th. and that'll be at 2 p.m.
Okay, that'll work.
All right. Thank you all so much. Appreciate everybody. Vince,
Thank
thank
you,
you
Judge.
for standing in this morning.
Judge, it's my pleasure. Happy New Year. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Vince.
Vince.